Welcome to holisticinvestment.in YouTube channel. We help individual investors like you to take a right financial and investment decision. How should I organize my financial life in order to create wealth? Where should I start? What are all the aspects I need to consider for wealth creation? We have Amit Gruver with us to answer these questions. Amit, over to you.
Okay, why this session's name is Geometry of Wealth. Topic, or in this subject, all of us are basically in junior KG. Let's try to understand the geometry of wealth creation. Now, today, you know what? I'll talk about basically the entire link of how money and wealth can make us happy. And even if you are not good in any of these parameters, honestly, you will not be able to enjoy wealth. So let me tell you the 5 key parameters which are required for anyone to be happy with respect to money and wealth. The first thing is, ideally, we might say various things about money, but yes, money is very powerful. The first thing is to actually enjoy a good life, we need to earn a lot of money. That's the first premise, okay? And Warren Buffett says it very beautifully. The only way to keep on earning in a very logical and a nice way is to keep investing in yourself, investing in our skills, investing in our health. Obviously, there is no substitute to that. First thing is we have to earn a lot of money. That's first. Second thing is, yes, you might be earning a lot of money, but this doesn't mean that you are saving a lot of money. I know so many clients who earn good double digit, triple digit salaries, but they have a lifestyle. Unfortunately, they are not able to save money. Interesting thought process. We have to choose our friends and surroundings very smartly, because if your friends and society, the way in which you stay, is something which have a very high lifestyle, most likely you will not be able to save. So second thing is, first is earning well. Second is the ability to save that money so that you can use it for productive use. Now, I know a lot of investors who earn well, who save money also, but they don't know how to invest your money. They keep their money typically in saving instruments. And that's also a very slight unfortunate part about the financial industry, that a lot of people in general believe saving and investment both mean same. Saving basically means parking your money in a place which is growing at a very moderate rate, which is as per like inflation. But investing means giving a chance your money to grow faster than inflation so that you can create wealth over a longer period of time. The third thing is how to invest in a smart way. I will focus most of our attention on that, but I also talk about the fourth important thing. Today, I know a lot of investors who know how to earn money, who need to save money, who also know how to invest their money. But when I see that, you know what, they have created amazing corpus for themselves, like 5 crores, 10 crores, 15 crores, 20 crores. But when I see they are not able to enjoy with that money, because enjoying is also a skill and an art. How to use money in such a way that you're able to enjoy the richnesses of your life is very important. A very important parameter. A lot of us, in fact, I would say a lot of senior generation, like my parents, and I'm sure you must be also facing the similar challenge with your parents. They lived in the era of scarcity. Today, even when abundance is there, they are not able to enjoy because the mindset is still about scarcity. They're not able to enjoy with that money. So enjoying and knowing how to enjoy that money is also very important. A simple hack is spend on things which give you enjoyment. Just don't spend on things just for the sake of it, but whatever gives you ultimate happiness and peace, spend on those things. If vacation gives you a lot of happiness and peace, spend on that. If buying a musical instrument gives you a lot of peace, buy that. If watching an IPL match in the stadium gives you a lot of happiness and peace, please spend on that. And last but not the least, the ability to feel wealthy. I know a lot of clients who have got houses, beautiful cars, and a lavish lifestyle. But when I ask them, sir, do you feel wealthy? Or ma'am, do you feel wealthy? They say, no, Amit, I don't feel wealthy. The idea is, this is a very interesting thought. And to feel wealthy, ideally, no financial book can teach you. What a simple hack, which I can tell from my experience, and I've seen people who feel wealthy are the people who are a little generous in life, people who do a little bit of social service, people who also contribute for good causes. People who generally do that, they always feel wealthy. Anyone who believes that they have got sufficient in life and they are sharing, they will always feel wealthy. So this is my simple mantra in terms of how do you deal with money. And unfortunately, even if there's one missing link, let's say if you need to know, you know how to earn money, but you don't know how to save money. It doesn't matter how much you earn, 1 lakh rupee, 2 lakh rupee, 5 lakh rupee per month. It doesn't make a difference. Let's say you know how to save, but you don't know how to invest. Your entire chain gets over. Let's say you have got corpus, but don't know how to enjoy. Not a great life. Let's say you are wealthy, enjoying life also, but at the end of the day, you don't feel wealthy. You're always cribbing, oh God, I've got less. You're not enjoying the richness of life. So for me, this is a very important 5 chain. And ideally, one has to focus in all the 5 chains to have an amazing life and understanding about money. So let's start by focusing on the topic, which is ideally why we are here, okay, which is the idea of investing and how to invest right. Now, my basic premise is that whatever you do in life, anything, whether it is personal life, professional life, or investing, or in general, anything, start with a very basic question: why? Because if you don't know the answer, if you don't have the why, honestly, you will not be able to achieve what you're trying to achieve. So let me start by basic whys. And let me explain to you, by just answering those whys, how can we actually achieve all our financial goals. Now, if you ask me, Amit, why do you work so hard? Okay, why are you working like 10 hours, 12 hours a day, maybe even on Saturday and Sunday? Why are you working so hard? And the reason is simple: because I've got financial goals. Okay, the first thing is why we have to save money, we have to earn money, because we all have got financial goals. The first thing is ideally defining your goals. And this is the fundamental mistake which most of the investors do. In fact, husband and wife discuss so many things. Unfortunately, they don't even have a very simple, important personal conversation. Why are we saving this money? Why are we working hard? And what are our objective in life? Sit with your financial distributor, sit with your planner, and discuss with him or her that what are your goals. Okay, sit as a family and discuss your short-term goals, your medium-term goals, and your long-term goals. And be very precise about your goals. They have to be specific, measurable, realistic, and timely. And what do I mean by that? Let's say if I say I want to travel across the world, it's not specific. I'm not saying which country I want to go. Ideally, is it achievable in my salary? Honestly, no. I can go to few countries, but is it realistic? Answer is no. Is it timely? Have I defined when I have to travel? No. So you have to be a little bit precise in terms of where you want to travel, approximate cost, when you want to travel, which place. Idea, it gives you clarity. Define your goals. It can be a short-term goals like a home decor, or maybe a vacation, a medium-term goal like maybe buying a car or maybe buying a house, or a long-term goal. Fundamentally, the most important goal, unfortunately, all of us are missing. It's a ticking time bomb in our country, is called as retirement. Whether we like it or dislike it, there will be a 20, 25, 30 years of zero income life. All of us would like to slow down in our lives, maybe at the age of 50, 55, or 60. We know, thanks to medical science, we're going to live very long. Most likely we'll live till the age of 80 or 85, or maybe even 90 and 95. So there'll be 30, 35 years of zero income life. A simple maths, if you ask even a student who is in class 5th, that you know what, if you have 30 years of zero income life, from when you should start saving and investing? And the answer is simple: from as soon as possible. So basically, your zero income life or your retirement should be your first priority when you're doing your entire financial planning. The second point is, I'm sure all of us know, we plan a lot, but there is a very interesting saying that if you want to make God laugh, share your plans. Because obviously we all know life is uncertain, and that's the second point for me. Okay, if life is uncertain, how do I deal with uncertainty? Now, obviously, you need to also plan for uncertainty. And generally people say, what is uncertainty? If it could be defined, then it's not uncertain. But I'll just try to make some attempts, like losing your job, okay, or maybe having some health problems, or maybe making a losses in your business. What happened with COVID was an uncertain scenario. Okay, some family challenges. These are all uncertain scenarios. Ideally, planning for uncertainty is very important. Having an emergency fund is actually very much a part of your financial plan. A health insurance is fundamentally important. I know a lot of investors who have investments, but they don't have a health insurance. Even if they have health insurance, it's not adequate health insurance. Life insurance, fundamentally important. And the reason why for this is, the why is very simple. I know I will die someday, but I don't know when I will die. If I die early, then ideally I need a life insurance, okay, a term insurance preferably. But if I die very late, then I require a strong, good retirement or a zero income life, because I'm going to die very late. So ideally, it's all about, in a simple way, risk management. Now, once I've defined my goals and I've defined my whys, I also have to understand why I have to save a lot of money. It's also because there is something called as inflation or Mengai. When you boil the water, even at a slow temperature, slowly and gradually you will see water evaporating. The same thing happens with money. If I just go back into time, in 2001, when I finished my engineering, my fees was 5,000 rupees. I'm sure today the fees would be at least 1 lakh rupee per year. And I'm sure when my child does his engineering, if he wants to, then ideally the fees would be nothing less than 5, 6 or 7 lakhs per month or per year. And that's what inflation is. Whether you like it or dislike it, we have to deal with inflation. And that's why it makes sense to save more money, invest more money in a logical way, because we have to achieve our goals and also deal with this animal called as inflation. It's invisible, but we have to deal with it. So let me try explaining the second why. Okay. And now I'm introducing two asset classes. And honestly, these two asset classes will help you achieve all your financial goals. Let me talk about these two financial assets. First, the why of equity. When somebody is asking me a very basic question, Amit, why do you invest in equity? And my very simple answer is, because when I look at the world in general, I see business people, businessmen or a businesswoman making more money than other people out there. So even I want to be a businessman or a businesswoman. But the second question is, oh, I don't have the knowledge, skills and things like that. So what I can do is I can invest into their businesses. So as those businesses are doing well over a longer period of time, then honestly, even I become very rich. A very interesting thought, that if I invest into businesses and all these businesses honestly are in front of me, I look at a car, I can see Maruti or a Mahindra. I look at the wall, I can see Asian Paints or Nerolac. I go to shopping, I can see D-Mart. When I put petrol, I can see HPCL, BPCL, Reliance Industries, ONGC. I'm using technology right now, I can see Airtel or a Reliance Jio, or basically I can see Infosys or a TCS. When I fall sick, I can see all the pharma companies, Cipla, Dr. Reddy's, Ipca Laboratories, and various companies. When I take a bridge or a metro, I can see infra companies and power companies. I look at banks, I can see HDFC, ICICI, Kotak, SBI. The beauty is all these companies are listed companies. Interestingly, equity means investing into businesses, and businesses create wealth from a long-term perspective. It's as simple as that. But now let me try to explain you otherwise so that you understand things in a far better way. I'm sure you watch Netflix. A lot of people ask me, Amit, then why do you diversify your money? Why don't you put your money into few stocks? Why don't you put your money into few sectors? And this is where I'll try to explain things from a Netflix example. I'm sure all of you watch Netflix, okay, and you love Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, and various things. The interesting thing, when you watch movies on Netflix, not all movies do exceedingly well. Very few movies do exceedingly well. Example, in Hotstar or Amazon Prime, I'm sure you must have seen the movie called Pushpa. Not all movies can be like Pushpa. Many movies actually are average, and a lot of movies actually fail at the box office. Few movies do exceedingly well, and that's why the principles, the why for principles is very important for me. Why do I diversify? Yes, businesses create wealth from a long-term perspective, but not all businessmen or businesswomen are successful from a long-term perspective. Some businessmen and businesswomen do exceedingly well, some are average, and many fail. That's why it's very important to diversify your money across various stocks and various sectors, because this is a very simple tool of risk management. That's my second why I diversify money across various stocks and various sectors. Third thing is, you also have to be very humble. I have to ask myself today what is happening. A lot of it's very easy to buy shares. In fact, my son, who's 10 years old, can also open a Demat account. He can randomly buy shares. But you have to be very humble. Technically, there are so many companies, and we all know every profession requires a lot of hard work, sincerity, and dedication. You have to be very humble. What am I good at? If you're good at something, do that work. If you're not good at something, outsource it. If I'm not good in photography, I will outsource it. I will use a photographer. When I fall sick, I don't start treating myself. I go to a doctor. If I have problems, I have to fix up my washroom, then what I'll do is I will use a plumber. The idea is you have to be humble. Okay. A lot of people believe that, you know what, they can just buy stocks on themselves. Ideally, buying stocks, investing into good companies is a very lonely job. It's an extremely lonely job. You have to read the balance sheets. You have to understand their management. Every quarterly conference call, you have to sit for hours listening to them. What is their plan? What is their vision? How is the sector looking? Go deep into their balance sheet, understanding how the company will do, how the company is doing currently, how the valuation looks right. And then, based on all the research, all the experience, all the hard work, visiting factories, and then coming with conclusion, is it a good company or a bad company? Is the valuation good or bad? And then taking a call. It's a very hard work, a very difficult and a lonely job. But unfortunately, people think, you know what, just by listening to some CNBC or something in Money Control or reading one article in Economic Times, you can buy shares. Unfortunately, we have to be very humble and we have to look at diversified portfolios, which ideally equity mutual funds provide you. Now, so my second why and the third why is over. First, why equity? Because I know business people create wealth. Why diversification? Because practically not all businesses do very well. That's why I diversify. And the third point, I give it to an equity mutual fund because I'm very humble, because I understand it is not my core profession. Neither I have the time, nor I have the energy, nor I have the knowledge. Simple thing is outsource it to them. It's their core job and they will manage it.
Thanks for your precise answer. If you have any questions related to this or any other investment options or related to your financial goals, feel free to book a free appointment with our financial planner. The link to the free booking is given in the description below this video. Also, will you be interested to attend insightful investment webinars? Then feel free to register for our upcoming insightful enlightening investment webinar, and it is completely free. The registration link for the upcoming webinar is also given in the description box. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Also share it in your social circle. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel so far, please subscribe now. Bye.